Hello, Cancers. I'm lachondevi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your August 2019 Love and Romance reading. As always, thank you to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share, and thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. To book a private reading with me, visit my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. You can also book a private reading with me right now through the description box below. If you would like to know who your future partner is, when, where, how you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, additional details only shared in readings, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and your ideal romantic relationship. Book a future partner reading with me today through the description box, or again on my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app for any quick questions, any quick predictions or guidance that you would like. That link is instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis and is also in the description box below. Also, go ahead and follow me on my new Instagram at Power Life Hypnosis if you would like daily readings, daily predictions regarding all areas of life: love, finances, career, and in general. So my lovely Cancer friends, I hope that you all have had a lovely birthday season. Now we are going to go ahead and get into our reading. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, check your moon and rising sign videos as those messages may, or you can check your sun, moon, and rising sign for a more complete picture of your love life during the month of August. I am so surprised that we are already in the month of August, you guys. All right, so let's get started here. So regarding the overall energy, the overall theme of our love lives, Cancers, during the month of August. Now, one thing that I'm picking up very, very strongly is this sense of longevity or long term, or we're looking into the future, or the future is somehow highlighted, brought into focus at this time. First off, because we do have this card of embracing the future. Okay, embracing the future. So our affirmation is, I step into the future with an open heart, as well as we have here the card of breaking barriers. Breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So when it comes to the overall theme or the overall energy of our love lives during the month of August, it appears as though, Cancers, we are once again focus on the long term, focus on the future. So many of us may be focused on, I'm hearing, connections that we can trust and move into and grow into for the long term. So we have the future on our minds. We are also, during the month of August, I'm feeling as though there's going to be a time or an overall energy, because we are speaking of energy here at this point before we get into our predictions, where we are seeing beyond what we believed was possible. Because here's the thing. From our earthly, human, grounded, 3D perspective, there's only so far, there's only so much we can see, there's only so much we can perceive. Our smaller selves do not know, we're not able to grasp and see. We don't have all of the information that our higher self has. Our higher selves, all right, our spiritual selves, our souls, know the blessings, the beauty, the wonderful things that are coming to us already. Isn't that interesting how there are so many wonderful things coming into our lives? However, we don't know them yet from our human earthly perspective. However, our higher self, our deeper awareness, knows all the beautiful things that are coming to us. So that's kind of the space that we are in, where right now, because we are seeing forward into the future, or we are opening our perspective, our awareness may be opening at this time, we may now have a better ability to perceive the blessings, the gifts, the beauty that is coming to us in the near and distant future. Okay, so we are expanding beyond limitations. We are expanding beyond what we may have thought was possible in our love lives up until this point, up until now. We are expanding what we see to be possible. Okay, and I'm feeling as though this is likely going to be due to external circumstances, showing us glimpses, showing us hints regarding the blessings coming in the near and again distant future. So let's go ahead and go into our prediction. Now for this reading, we are going to do one prediction here, because with two predictions, these monthly readings end up being very, very long, and I wanted to shorten them for you all during this time. So we are going to go into our prediction. We're also going to go into our clarifying cards here, but before we go into that, who may we be speaking of? Well, I'm seeing someone here. Now, please keep in mind, of course, as I always have to say, this is a general reading. So these very particular details that I'm going to provide, some may resonate, some may not. Some may describe yourself, some may describe your partner. All of these details may resonate. None of them may resonate. And even if none of them do, that does not mean that this reading is not for you. That just means that you are involved with someone who looks unique to this description. So we will get into what this signifies regarding an actual event right after we go over these details. So let's just go into this here. So it appears as though many of us Cancers may be involved with someone who may be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, a heavy energy of Sagittarius I'm also getting Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising very strongly here. Again, Venus are heavily aspected in this individual's chart. I'm also seeing here these signs of Capricorn as well as Aquarius. Now, regarding this person's physical appearance here, I'm seeing the first thing that stands out to me is, well, a few things that stand out to me. I'm picking up someone here who is more on the thin or slim side, mostly fit and in shape. Okay, for many of you, this may be somebody who's fit. Now, this could be someone who does have some curves, and these even may be curves in all the right places. Okay, for example, we have here the anchor, and the shape of an anchor is like this. So we may have curves in all the right places, but I'm picking up here someone who's mostly, even with the shape of the anchor is mostly slim, mostly thin. So we have someone who's mostly slim, thin, something like that, a slim body type. And I'm also picking up something regarding the legs. Now, it looks like this person is either going to have fit legs, nice legs, strong legs, slender legs, long legs. Something's going on with the legs. Most likely tall, long legs, or again, fit, strong, sturdy legs. So I'm seeing someone here who may even have a delicate build when it comes to their bone structure, causing them maybe to have fine bones, or they just have again, delicate build about them. Again, more on the thin, slim side, long legs, maybe tall. This person may even be somebody who is sophisticated or graceful in their appearance, maybe smooth in their appearance. I'm picking up more so darker colored hair regarding this individual. Okay, so darker colored hair most likely. I'm also picking up maybe tan colored skin. And for some of you, for many of you, the eyes are going to be colored. In particular, green, blue, or hazel. So what are we dealing with, Cancers, regarding this individual? I can see something very strongly here with this combination of, we have first off the clover, the letter, the writer, the clover, the letter, the writer. We have the stork and the anchor. So the anchor is also a card that speaks of longevity, long term, not long distance as in, you know, separation long distance, but looking into the future. So again, we are embracing the future. That is our strongest theme. We are looking into the future during the month of August. What is it that we want in our love lives for the future? What is it that we want in this relationship? Okay, planning the future even. Stepping into the possibilities. Oh, I step into the future with an open heart. And I was also hearing stepping into the beautiful possibilities that are found in the unknown. So it appears as though, again, many of us are focused on the future, longevity, long term, perhaps even establishing or strengthening, anchoring, if you will, connections and relationships that may be important to us. Or again, even for those of us who are unattached or seeking someone, we may be looking into our future possibilities, wanting, desiring to manifest greater possibilities moving forward. So it appears as though in our love lives, in our connections, in our relationships, regardless of status, we are seeking, again, positive improvements moving forward. We want smooth sailing, joy, possibilities, changes for the better, strengthening of relationships, of connections, moving forward. Now, for some of us, some kind of distance or travel or commuting to, from our partner, or our partner coming to us, that may also be a factor as well. So some of us may be commuting. Oh, yes. Okay, so there is a number of us that will be traveling to our love interest, our partners, whoever we are connected with during this time. For many of us, traveling will be involved. And for some of us, it may even be travel to water or from water, or somebody's coming from water to us. This is a general reading, so take the energies vice versa. Even if it's not you traveling, it could be your partner traveling, but there may be some kind of travel to or from water on either one of your behalves. Now, the very strong message that I'm seeing here is for us during the month of August, Cancers. We're going to receive a message. Okay, so we're going to receive a communication. There's going to be some information that we may not know at this time. There may be some information that we are not aware of at this time. And during the month of August, this information is going to be made known. So I'm not really picking up strong secrets. You know, I'm not really picking up that things are being hidden from us in a negative sense, deceptively, if you will. However, it does look like there's going to be something made known to us. And this information that is going to be made known will likely be presented to us through written word. Through written word, text message, email, social media, written communication. For others of us, it can be that someone is coming to us, visiting us, or we can be visiting another. And during this visitation, there's an important communication, conversation in which something is made known. Now, for many of us, it's likely that this information is going to be of surprise. From what I have here, pleasant surprise, all right? Pleasant surprise. Now, this information here may also make us very happy. Okay, so I am shuffling the cards here to get our clarifies to see what other information that I can get here. So it appears as though this information is going to be something that, again, is either surprising, something that we do not know. This is something that may even establish some new opportunities within this connection. This may even be some information that brings about the opportunity to move forward, the opportunity for positive changes to occur in this relationship, or the opportunity to manifest or to establish or to strengthen this long-term connection, or to bring about a long-term connection. So for those of you who are single, it does appear as though you are going to be receiving a lot of messages. There's going to be a lot of communication with potential interests, love interests, potential partners, potential soulmates, okay? There's also going to be some information, regardless of status, single, committed, open relationship, whatever is going on here, that, again, I'm seeing here this information, what is being made known, is going to bring about a lot of happiness and joy, and may even provide us with a missing piece. Provide us with a missing piece. For example, perhaps we want to move forward in a connection. This is just an example. Maybe you want to move forward in a connection. Maybe you want to strengthen a connection, or maybe you want improvements in this connection. However, maybe you are not fully aware of what it takes to do so, or what is the missing piece. Now, during the month of August, you are going to be receiving that missing piece, whatever it is that is allowing you to bring about more positive circumstances for the long term in this connection, or strengthening this connection. So again, during August, you are going to be receiving the missing pieces. Okay, so it appears as though some of us Cancers may have been experiencing a situation or an energy where we may have experienced some challenges, some worries, some delays in our love lives, in our romantic connections in some way. And again, it appears as though these situations, or whatever it is that we are experiencing, because it's going to be different for all of us, is moving forward at this time. So if you have had confusion, doubts, delays, worries, uncertainties, if you have been feeling especially emotional, Cancers, because we may be kind of known as one of the most emotional signs. So we've been experiencing excess emotions, grief, aching heart. This is going to be shifting and moving forward through this communication. We are receiving the missing piece here. We are receiving the missing piece through this communication, which is wonderful. And this is going to allow us to move forward and take the next step in either a commitment or in our love lives, establishing something positive and secure. I'm feeling as though many of us are in a situation where there's trust, where there's trustworthiness, where there's, again, longevity. I keep saying that long-term energy is very, very prevalent in this reading. So this is likely a connection that is going to continue forward for some time. So this is very, very wonderful. I see a lot of happiness, luck, opportunities, joy. Okay, this communication may even appear to be a gift to us in the form that it comes. Okay, so something that's going to bring a lot of joy, is going to cause some kind of increase or enhancement in this connection. Absolutely. Absolutely. An increase and enhancement in this connection. All right. So that appears to be what is going to take place during the month of August. So how are we going to deal with this? Oh, I also have some additional new cards that I'm using here. Okay, we're going to go into our affirmations. So of course, stay tuned for that, and we can affirm this together to bring about and manifest this energy into our love lives during the month of August. So when it comes to this situation, first off, Cancers. Again, this appears to be something that is going to bring a lot of positive energy, passion. So, because of this passion, because of this happiness, this joy, these opportunities, all right, because of this connection, ooh, okay, so I just got another message for those of you who are unattached. For those of you who are single, you may be receiving messages from your ex, which is not surprising as we are going through Mercury retrograde. Actually, this is the August reading, so this may take place within the first 2 weeks at the most of August for some of you. Okay, because that's when the energy is going to be fully out after that point. So some of you may be receiving messages from previous lovers, okay? So again, with our guidance here, with all this passion that we feel, that we are experiencing, that we are indulging in, that we are sharing, manifesting, receiving, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy as a result of this beautiful energy. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, especially if you are involved in a situation that, or a connection that sparks your passion, where there's deep passion that makes you feel passionate. This is a time to be grateful in the here and now. And as we cultivate and as we acknowledge this wonderful situation here, we are bringing about more positive energy, right? Through the law of attraction. So we are increasing our positive energy, our positive vibrations to bring more love, to bring more joy, to bring more possibilities when it comes to the future of our love lives. So let's be lighthearted. Let's first and foremost focus on ourselves, being our best selves, because that is absolutely essential when it comes to our love relationships. The only way we can have the best relationship is if we are our best selves. So even if we're single, committed, in between relationships, whatever it is, the most important and most essential component to our best love lives and our best relationships is to be our best selves first and foremost, because one, we're only going to bring in partners who are going to vibrate at our level. So if we're vibrating at a lower level or a toxic level, or, you know, if we're not making the effort to love ourselves and be our best selves, we're going to attract others who are going to mirror that lower vibrational energy. So what we must do is, and I feel like this is something that we have been doing, Cancers. I don't feel like this is anything that is new for us. What we must do is focus on being our best selves, living our best lives, loving ourselves first. And as we love ourselves first, we're able to love others in deeper, more meaningful ways. So let's be lighthearted. Let's not take this situation and whatever's going on here. This isn't anything to take too seriously, because again, I am picking up a very positive energy when it comes to this communication. This isn't a negative communication. This is something to look forward to. All right. So let's look forward to this. And let's also extend our lighthearted energy to our romantic partner, to our, if we're unattached or single, you know, our options. Let's be open. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Life is too short to take things oh so seriously. All right. So let's just have fun and be lighthearted and flirt. All right. Now, we are being reminded, just as we were speaking of right now with this relationship card, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, spirit, universe, your angels, your spiritual support team, your higher power. So again, it's essential for us to be our best selves first, because in life in general, we can only give out what we have. We can only give to others what we have. You know, so it's like if we have enough self-love, if we have enough love within ourselves, we are able to freely give love to others. If we do not have enough self-love, we can give love to others, and that is coming from the reserve that we need to be giving to ourselves. And that can create turmoil and challenges and really affect the trajectory of our romantic relationships when we are not practicing self-love, when we are not putting ourselves first, when we are putting another first, which is also a sign of codependency. Nevertheless, when we are putting others first, when we're not putting ourselves first, when we're not loving ourselves first, when we're not being our best selves and giving to ourselves and loving ourselves and living our best lives, when we are so focused outward, again, that is an energy that can cause codependency, or of codependency. That is also an energy that can lead to toxic, challenging relationships. Okay, it's just what happens. It's just what happens. All right. As a result, our primary relationships are with ourselves and our higher power. Every other relationship follows from there. So regardless of this joy, this passion, this lightheartedness, thinking about long-term, overcoming of challenges, feeling better, whatever it is, we have to put ourselves first, Cancers. And it's likely that, you know, as Cancers, because I don't know how we are endure, because it's interesting, I don't know very many fellow Cancers. I don't know very many fellow Cancers. However, I can see where it is very easy for us to put our focus on loving, giving, being there for another, because that is just a trait that, you know, is within us. I can see how that can be very easy. So we may have to do something during this month for some of us that may be unnatural, which is, instead of focusing outward on others, focus inward on ourselves, being our best selves first, because again, we have to be our best selves so we can be our best selves and show up as our best selves in relationships. If we are not loving ourselves, if we have issues thinking that we are unworthy, unlovable, unable to be in relationships, whatever it is, if we have that energy, we are going to bring that to our relationships. And if we are living our best lives and being our best selves, having our most ideal relationships, is that an energy that we want to bring? Accordingly, to attract, to heal, or to balance a relationship, it is essential, Cancers, that we snuggle more closely with our loving creator, with our higher power. And as you feel safe and loved within and internally, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So as you feel loved and safe, and as you understand that you are lovable and perfect and, God's creation as you are, made in the image of your higher power, perfectly imperfect. As we understand these things, we're able to bloom and prosper in the relationships outside of ourselves. So let's go ahead and go into our affirmation, and we'll go into our postcard from Spirit, which will wrap up this reading. So our affirmation, if you would like to affirm this for you, go ahead and type yes in the comment section below, okay? Celebration. So now is the time for us to celebrate. Celebration. We're going to be celebrating the good times, all right? When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I jealously give the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys. When I do so, I am rooting for the good guys, which means I am a good guy, which means I have a good heart, which means I'm lovable. The only qualification to be loved and to be lovable is to have the ability to love another. That's the only qualification. To be lovable, to be loved, the only prerequisite, all right, the only class you have to take beforehand is the ability to love another. The ability to love another. So, when we root for the good guys, that means I am a good guy. So it's like I jealously give the finger. Usually when you think the finger, you think another finger, but this is what I'm picking up. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, sometimes I may jealously, because you may want the same thing, right? So you jealously give the finger, good for you. And you celebrate their joy. And as you celebrate their joy, this is saying, yes, I am open to aligning with that joy as well. So when I do so, I am rooting for the good guys, which means I am a good guy. And that means all of us wins. Who wants to celebrate? If you want to celebrate, go ahead and type yes in that description box below. Last but not least, our postcard from Spirit reads, Dearest Cancer, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence. Every action on earth has a consequence also. Everything that we do, every thought that we think, everything has a consequence. Everything puts out an energy. If we put out thoughts of being unworthy, unlovable, anything like that, guess what? We're going to get things that show that to us, that confirm that to us. And when we put out energies and beliefs and thoughts that we are lovable just as we are, we're going to receive that as well. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there's a consequence for every action taken on your behalf, because it's all energy. So whatever thought we put out puts out an energy. Whatever words we speak put out energies. Right now, you are facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. So those consequences of your previous actions are coming into being in your favor. 33:22 on the clock. There is going to be a lot of enlightenment, deeper awareness, also balancing in partnerships, moving forward in our partnerships, bringing stability. We may have learned a lot over the last few years. And this is all bringing about positive energy in our relationships. And right now, you, again, are facing conditions that were set in motion by past actions, and consequences are coming into being in your favor. And they will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you're facing, you can step beyond it. So if things are a little uncertain, keep looking forward towards the future, because that is the direction that we are going in. That is the direction that we're moving toward. All right? We're not thinking little. We're not thinking small. 34 on the clock. So we are moving forward and we are bringing stability. Continue to move forward. Continue to step forward as you are absolutely bringing stability into your life. And I keep seeing that by 34, 43, 34, 33. We are moving forward. 34, 44, we are moving forward, bringing stability in our love lives. Many of us have learned from our past mistakes, from our past challenges. Not to say mistakes, nothing is a mistake. From our past experiences. And again, we are moving it forward, perhaps into the unknown, perhaps into an energy that is more beautiful than we could have ever perceived up until this point. So, if some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you're facing, you can step beyond it. Just by using imagination and acting on that, acting on what you know to be true as a result of this information that we are talking about now. Because again, we may not be able to fully perceive it, but we have inner awareness or deeper awareness from our guides, from our higher powers, from our spiritual support teams in these cards. That is what we're speaking of. Things that may be beyond our awareness. So because we know that all this is going on, let's focus on that and continue moving forward accordingly. So, you can step beyond by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that whatever goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. How adored you are, beautiful Cancers. These are the messages that I have for you all for your August 2019 Love and Romance reading. Thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you, Cancers. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And there have also been some twin flame readings as well as a reading regarding how to be your best self, how to live your best life, posted recently. Go ahead and check those out as well. I'm sending you all so much love, so much light today and always. To book a private reading with me, visit my website, powerlifehypnosis.com. You can also book a reading with me right here, right now through the description box. Again, thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. And during the month of August, there are going to be some new readings and also some new videos, some new information that I am really excited to discuss with you all. So once Mercury's out of retrograde, we're going to get into some things, some questions that you guys have asked me. I'm really looking forward to discussing that all with you. So I'm sending you all so much love, so much light today and always. Again, go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. Check out my Instagram if you would like daily predictions, daily messages regarding what's going on with your life in all areas. I love you all, sending you all so much love, so much light. I'm looking forward to seeing you all here again very, very soon. Go ahead and check out your moon, sun, and rising sign as well for additional messages. Mwah, Cancers. See you soon. Bye for now.